Hello everyone. So Turkish has put Forex controls to shore up their Forex reserves. Why they are doing this? To help strengthen the lira, which has been falling precipitously over last 1 year. In fact, central bank has sold all its foreign exchange reserves to somehow help lira, which failed miserably, and now they have run out of all foreign exchange reserves, which is why they are coming up with this forex control scheme. So let's quickly try to understand what this new regulation is. The Central Bank of Republic of Turkey will buy 25% of all income from exports of goods so long as the exporters receive payments in United States dollars, euros, or pounds, it said in a decree this week. The latest step in the authorities' effort to boost its reserves and support the local currency. So what are they trying to say? What central bank is saying here that anything an exporter sells outside of Turkey and generate an income, 25% of that income generated by exports will have to be sold to Central Bank of Turkey, and they will in turn give you equivalent amount of liras. In other words, you are no longer allowed to keep 100% of your revenues in foreign exchange. You will be forced to keep only 75% of your revenues in foreign exchange, and remaining 25% will have to be converted to local currency. And what will central bank do using those reserves? They will, of course, sell it in the market to somehow strengthen the lira. Now, how will this impact the exporters? Let's go through an example to understand how it will impact an exporter. So I am an exporter. I sell fish to United States and I earn 100 US dollars in revenue. What are my expenses? My expenses are 20 US dollar for catching fish, which I pay in local currency because I'm catching this fish in Turkish waters, or maybe on the land in a fish farm, and then I have to spend money on wages, or maybe equipment, or maybe some sort of a farmland. And if I catch it in the ocean, then some sort of a trawler. All those expenses are in my local currency, which is lira, but all those expenses are equivalent to 20 US dollars. In addition to that, my expenses are 60 US dollars shipping cost to United States. Then there is another $10 miscellaneous cost, administrative cost, foreign exchange cost, you name it. Altogether, my expenses are 90 US dollars. So 60 plus 20, 80 plus 10, 90. And then I have 10 US dollars profit, which makes it 10% profit margin. So that's 10 US dollar over 100 is 10% profit margin. Now, if I have to convert 25% of my total revenue, which is 100 US dollars, foreign revenue, by the way. This is the foreign revenue. We're not talking about if I am selling my fish locally as well, that's not foreign revenue, and that is excluded from this calculation. So 25% of 100 US dollars is 25 US dollars, which I will be forced to convert to lira according to this new decree. And let's say today I convert my 25 US dollars to local lira, but over next month lira depreciates by 50%, then that 25 US dollar equivalent of my currency will give me only 12.5 US dollars after depreciation. So today I converted to lira. A month later, I need to pay some expenses in foreign reserves or foreign exchange. Um, then I take this lira back to central bank. Hey, give me equivalent amount of USD. I won't get 25 USD, which was the original amount that I converted to lira. I will only get 12.5 US dollars, which means not only I have lost my $10 of profit, I am at 2.5% loss altogether. Now, it doesn't make any sense for me to catch fish and ship it to United States and sell it at profit. All that revenue stream is completely gone because my my the depreciation in lira is causing me to not make any profits on my foreign revenues. That's the main issue with this scheme. Another problem is if my local expenses are only 20% of the total revenue, total foreign revenue, so in this case 20 US dollars, so 20 US dollars is 20% of my total revenue. Why would an exporter convert 25% of his revenue to local currency? It doesn't make sense. If at all if I need to convert some of my revenue to local currency, assuming let's say I don't have any local revenues, all I do is just export, then yes, I may sometime will have to convert my part of my revenue to pay for the wages and expenses in the lira. Why would I convert 25%? I would just convert only 20% to the local currency because my expenses are only 20%. By converting 25% of my revenue, not only I'm risking the 20% that I have converted to local currency, but I'm going beyond that. I'm risking my another 5%, which which can depreciate because of price fluctuations in local currency. So that's additional problem for some exporters. So I hope through this example it's clear the problems that will happen because of this decree, and their textile exporters are already complaining about this problem. So textile exporter would have difficulty meeting the requirements to convert 25% of revenues into lira since currency made up only 18% of their expenses. So there you go. And then required conversion would hit profits which have margins of 7 to 8%. It doesn't add up. Of course it doesn't add up. Now, the expectation was that for an instrument similar to Forex rate guarantee for 25% portion to be sold to the central bank, they would have something similar to deposit protection scheme, which they didn't. So this is the deposit protection scheme they brought what couple of weeks back to save the lira, where if there was any depreciation in lira, the interest on that amount will be compensated by the central bank or the government. Loss of interest. So it's this is not good for exporters. It's nothing but a form of a capital control because everybody wants to keep their capital in a currency which is stable, and in this case they are being forced to convert it into a currency which is unstable, and not only unstable, it's depreciating really bad real fast. It's not going to work. It will wreck the exporting companies especially with low profit margins will be pushed to bankruptcy if they only ex- export, if they don't have any local revenues. So they will be pushed to bankruptcy because the moment lira weakens, they won't have any profit margins left and they will have to, shut the shop. Through this, Kakamimi scheme, they may be able to push, downfall of lira, um, and hyperinflation can a bit further, but in process they will destroy the economy even more. And very soon, even these measures will fail, and they will have to move on to even more draconian measures. So more, in other words, more capital controls, more price controls are the future of Turkey. They will have to introduce price controls because they are not going to be able to control inflation and public won't be happy. So price control will be the easiest way out. There could be draconian capital controls like, public is no longer allowed to have foreign currency accounts and all those accounts are confiscated. So yeah, things are not looking good for Turkey. I mean, they are on completely wrong path. Instead of taking the changing the course and taking the right measures, they are taking the bad measures, which is going to make the downfall even worse. So yeah, I will keep you updated on the situation. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.